torque acting on a magnet kept in a magnetic field. Torque acting on a magnet kept in a magnetic field. So torque acting on the dipole kept in the electric field. What is the formula? There tau is equal to Pe sin theta. What is P here? Dipole moment. What is E? Intensity of the electric field or electric field strength. Theta is the angle between P and E. Here also is tau is equal to mb sin theta. Clear? Torque acting, a bar magnet is there. What is its dipole moment? What is its magnetic moment? Capital M. It is kept in a magnetic field of induction B, uniform magnetic field of induction B, making an angle theta with the field direction. Then torque acting on the dipole will be tau is equal to mb sin theta. In vector form, if we want to write this one, tau bar is equal to m bar cross b bar. Okay, this is the formula for torque acting on the magnet in a magnetic field. Next, potential energy of magnet in a magnetic field. Potential energy of the dipole in an electric field, what is the formula? U is equal to minus Pe cos theta. Similarly, here this will be U is equal to minus mb cos theta. Potential energy of a magnet in a magnetic field, formula U is equal to minus mb cos theta. Clear? These derivations all are deleted. Actually, all these derivations are there up to last year, but they deleted that derivations this year. Just you remember this as the formulae. Clear? After finishing of this, let us see what is meant by, while discussing the Gauss law, magnetic flux term will also come. What is meant by magnetic flux? Magnetic flux is indicated by the letter pi. Electric flux is also indicated by the letter pi. Actually, electric flux is represented as pi E. Magnetic flux is represented by the letter pi b. Okay, how we will define this magnetic influx? See, the number of magnetic lines of force, the number of magnetic lines of force passing normal to the area of cross section is called magnetic flux. So through some area of cross section, how many lines of force are passing? That number will be called as the magnetic flux. For example, through this area, some 4 lines of force are passing. We can say magnetic flux is 4. So for example, through this area, so some 10 lines of force are passing. we can say number of lines of magnetic flux value will be equal to 10. Understanding? How many lines of force are passing normal to the area of cross section, that will be called as the magnetic flux. Here magnetic flux formula will be pi is equal to B bar dot A bar, the dot product of magnetic induction and area vector, that will be called as the magnetic flux. So this value is equal to BA cos theta. Here theta is the B means what? Magnetic induction. What is A? Area of cross section. Theta is the angle between magnetic induction and area vector. Remember, magnetic induction and area vector. Area vector will be always normal to the area of cross section. Clear? For example, there is a surface here. What is the direction of its area vector? Like this. Clear? Area vector will be always perpendicular to the area of cross section. The angle between magnetic induction and area vector is theta. Okay? Next, what is the SI unit for this? SI unit will be for B, magnetic induction. What is the SI unit? Newton per ampere meter. Area will be meter square. So meter will cancel. Newton meter per ampere. Like this, our direct unit will be Weber. Newton meter per ampere or Weber will be the SI unit of magnetic flux. Much more detailed explanation about the magnetic flux we'll discuss in the electromagnetic induction next chapter. Okay? So in this class up to now, what we discussed up to now, what are magnetic lines of force, what are the properties of the magnetic lines of force, what is the magnetic induction on the axial line, magnetic induction on the equatorial line, torque acting on the dipole. In the same way, potential energy of the magnet, torque acting on the magnet here. In the same way, what is meant by magnetic flux? All these concepts are completed up to now. Next, come to the next topic. Show that a bar magnet is equivalent to a current carrying solenoid. Show that bar magnet is equivalent to a current carrying solenoid. A solenoid is there. What is meant by solenoid means, take a plastic pipe. This water pipe will be there, just like this. One cylindrical non-conducting pipe you take. Cylindrical non-conducting means plastic materials. On that, if a wire is wrapped like this, wire is wounded like this, it will be called as the solenoid. Point is clear? If a wire is wounded on a non-cylindrical conducting frame, means take a plastic pipe, make it rounds metal wire on it, then it will be called as the solenoid. This line, what is there na? This line will be called axis of the solenoid. Okay. So a line passing through midpoint and parallel to length is called as the axis of the solenoid. A line passing through midpoint and parallel to length of the solenoid, that will be called as the axis of the solenoid. Here what we have to prove, we are considering a current carrying solenoid. That current carrying solenoid is equal to a bar magnet, like that. So current carrying solenoid, it will behave like a magnet. That one we have to prove it mathematically. Show that bar magnet is equivalent to a current carrying solenoid. For this, I am considering one solenoid. This is the solenoid. This will draw like this. Okay. This is the solenoid. And this line will be called axis of the solenoid. This is the midpoint of the solenoid. This will be y-axis. So I am considering a solenoid having length 2L and radius A. This will be the radius. This will be the radius. So consider a solenoid of length 2L and radius A. So this is L. This is L. I am considering a solenoid. What is its length? 2L. What is its radius? A. Okay. Next. I am considering a point P. I am considering a point P. P is a point on its axis at a distance R from the center. P is a point. What is the distance of that point? X, R. P is a point at a distance R from the center of the solenoid. Next. Okay, these 2 points are clear. Next point. Let I be the current flowing through the solenoid. Let I be the current flowing through the solenoid. Okay, how much current is flowing? Actually, here wires are there. Metal wire is wrapped on it. How much current is flowing through that wire is, through that metal wire is I. Next. Let small n be the number of turns per unit length. Small n be the number of turns per unit length. Per unit length, how many turns are there means we are assuming it as small n. If the points are clear, I am considering a solenoid having length 2L and radius R, radius A. P is a point on its axis at a distance R from the center. I is the current flowing through the solenoid. Let N be the number of turns per unit length. Now, consider a small element of length dx at a distance x from center. In this entire solenoid, I am considering one small portion. This small portion I am considering. Okay. What is the thickness of that portion? Dx. That small portion is at a distance x from the center. Okay. So from the given point, how much distance that element will be there means r minus x, because this is the entire r na. We are assuming this is x, so this value is equal to r minus x. So how many turns will be there in that current element means number of turns per unit length will be small n into length of that element will be dx. So number of turns per unit length into length will be total number of turns. So number of turns in this current element will be n into dx. If the point is clear, number of turns per unit length is n into dx. Okay. So write that point also. Number of turns in element will be small n into dx. If the point is clear, because its length is dx. Number of turns per unit length for the solenoid is n by n, small n. Number of turns into length will be equal to, per unit length into length will be equal to number of turns in this solenoid. Clear? In this small element. Next. So if we observe, that small element is nothing but it is a circular portion. I already said it is a plastic pipe. Na? If you cut the plastic pipe, what will be there? Rings will come. If this is the plastic pipe, if I cut here, one small ring will come. Cut here, small ring will come. That is nothing but just like a circular coil. This portion will behave as a circular coil. Magnetic induction on the axis of the circular coil, already in the 4th chapter, moving charges and magnetism, you learned about it. What is the formula is circular coil. This is the behaves as a circular coil, this element, current element, it will behave as a circular coil. And what is the magnetic induction? due to the circular coil on its axis. What is the formula means? Mu naught by 4 pi 2 pi ni r square by 2 by r square plus x square whole power 3 by 2. This is the formula. If this is the circular coil having radius r at a distance x from the center on its axis, what is the magnetic induction? Means mu naught by 4 pi 2 pi ni r square by r square plus x square whole power 3 by 2. That is the formula. This formula came in the 4th lesson for you, moving charges. Find the magnetic induction on the axis of the circular coil. Already it came. Here what is r radius of this? What is x here? Distance of the point. This current element, small element, will also behaves like a circular coil. Because of this, here what is the magnetic induction? We will calculate. So, yes, this is the formula. This formula we are using here. So, what is this? Magnetic induction at P due to small element. I am assuming it as dB because this is only smaller, so dB, that value will be how much? I am writing here, dB is equal to mu naught by 4 pi 2 pi n is the here number of turns. Here number of turns is how much? N into dx. So n into dx, number of turns n place n into dx. I is current, r is radius. Here radius is a square. So r place a. X is the distance. This distance is how much? R minus x whole square whole power 3 by 2. Mu naught by 4 pi 2 pi n place here n into dx will come. I into radius means here this is a by r place a. X place you have to write r minus x whole power 3 by 2. This is the formula. By applying this formula we will get. But because of the entire solenoid means, observe this solenoid, this is positive x-axis, this will be negative x-axis. So between this solenoid is in between the limits minus L to plus L. So magnetic induction at P due to solenoid B is equal to minus L to plus L integral dB. You substitute this value here. B is equal to minus L to plus L mu naught by 4 pi 2 pi n dx I a square by a square plus r minus x whole square whole power 3 by 2. This will come. Just I am applying the limits minus L to plus L. Here all are constant except this dl. Understanding? So if we calculate that, what we will get? B is equal to mu naught by 4 pi 2 pi NIA square by A square plus R minus X whole square whole power 3 by 2 into integral minus L2 plus L dx. Dx integration will be x. Substituting the limits L minus of minus L means L plus L. This entire value will be equal to 2L. So if we write that value here, see, and here what will happen means, here A value will be 2 less than R. In the same way, X value will be 2 less than R. So here we can neglect this A here, this X here. So R square power 3 by 2 means it becomes R cube. So this formula will becomes as mu naught by 4 pi 2 pi NIA square by R cube into this value will be 2L. Clear? This value will be 2L. I wrote the same here. A I neglected, X I neglected, R square power 3 by 2 will be R cube. Now I am writing this in this format, mu naught by 4 pi 2. This 2 you bring to here. 2 pi NIA square L by R cube. This formula is similar to the formula for magnetic induction on the axial line of a bar magnet. Magnetic induction on the axial line of a bar magnet, what is the formula? Mu naught by 4 pi 2m by d cube. Mu naught by 4 pi, mu naught by 4 pi, 2. R d distances only. M place this is there. So from this what we can confine, what we will conclude, this current carrying solenoid will also behaves as a magnet having magnetic moment, this one having magnetic moment 2 pi NIA square into L. Write down, we are coming to the end. Write this one. Two into 2 pi NIA square L by R cube. Next, magnetic induction on axial line of A. Magnetic induction on axial line of a bar magnet. B is equal to mu naught by 4 pi 2m by d cube. Okay. So formula for solenoid is similar to bar magnet. Therefore, solenoid will behave as a bar magnet having magnetic moment, having magnetic moment 2 pi NIA square into L. Okay, with this we will stop this class. Okay.